Hey, hello everyone, welcome back. So we have finished step 1 to 6, and now we are moving to the top, which is the roof installation, rib edge, and all that. Okay. So first of all, I think let me introduce the terminology here. I find this picture very useful. This is a very complicated house, and but even a small shed share the same terminology here. You can see this one, we can call it rake, okay? And this one, the side, we call it eave. So here, we need to install the drip edge like this, right? So this is called drip edge. With the reason it's, the water will drip from it, right? That's the terminology again. It's a rake, eave, and drip edge. The sequence is very, very, very important. I did certain researches. Looks like it's the drip edge at the eave side first. See, that's the eave side. You do the drip edge in eave side first. Okay, and after that you will need to install the underlayment row. Underlayment row, you can get it from Home Depot. So you put the drip edge in the eave side first. See, this is eave side, step 1. Step 2, you can put the underlayment row, right? So this covers this, and after that you install the drip edge at the rake side. This is the rake side, which is this side. So step 1, this one, and then underlayment row, and then the drip edge and the rake. So make sure the sequence, you got the sequence right, okay? So, I think after the installation, this is already winter time. It looks pretty good. For the detail steps, I've put a couple of, 2 YouTube videos here that you can take a look at the detail, and also a very good article, very detailed, about how to install the drip edges. Those are the 3 things, resources you can have. Next step is install the vent. So you don't have to really install the vent, in my opinion, but I just feel to make this project better, and also make it a little bit more perfect, you would imagine that if you have a skylight in the shed, so when you inside close the door, you can still have a light. So I think that's better. I struggle a little bit. For sure that when you install the shed, you may, the skylight, you may feel that, it may leak if you don't install right? It's an extra cost. But eventually, I think just to make it perfect, I decide to do it. And another thing, as I mentioned here, and this Snovento skylight roof vent, right? It has two functions. One is serves as a ventilation. If you remember here, we have a little vent here. This is intake, right? So it's better that you have the wind coming out, right? So it makes sense to install another vent on the top, so it's a circulation purpose. Another one is because it's a skylight, it gives you some light. I tried to close the door, and it actually, in the daytime, and it gave me enough light to see what's inside. It's pretty good, yeah. So another thing is this one is invented by Canadian, so it's interesting that install a Canadian invention here in my shed. That's good. And this is the only second thing that you can buy from Amazon. The one is shed installation kit. This is the second one. So I only bought 2 things from Amazon. The other things, all the tools and everything, I got it just Home Depot conveniently. Okay, so this is great. Okay, finally I decided to install it. In the process is quite simple. You can cut a hole in the roof, right? And because this is easy to operate, this one I actually use the circular saw. It's faster than the angle grinder. So I just did it, open it, measure it, right? Measure the size of this and measure the, size of the hole. And then you basically, you need to put it, right? But then also everything else, so surrounding this area, you, at least the bottom portion, you will need to install part of the shingles first, and then you cut a hole somewhere, okay? So that's why I said in terms of sequence of the events, you will by far, after you cut the hole, and then you need to install part of the shingles from the bottom to the top here, and we have a hole here, and then you install the vent. Installing the vent is quite simple. You just screw it in and put it in, and make sure the shingles will cover this area so no water leaking. Okay, so this is step 8, install the vent. The final thing, almost final thing, is about install shingles. Okay, so you can see the sequence is also very important. You can see by far, when I did this process, it's already, winter time, very close to December, very close to the Christmas at the time. So it really makes everything a little bit difficult, but I just decided to finish it. I don't want to drag it to and everything need to be covered. You need to have a roof so that the shed can endure the winter, the wind, the snow, and everything. So that's another reason I suggest that you build this project starting September and October, and try to finish it by November. Don't let it pass November. Okay, so in terms of the process, you need to install the starter strip. This is the starter strip. I got it from Home Depot, and you install it in the eave side again. This is the eave side, if you can remember, eave side first. Okay, starter strip, and then you cover it in, that's the starter strip in the rake side. Okay, so this first, and then rake side covers that, and then you can install the shingles. The shingles, you can see it's all kind of follows special pattern. So I have basically show you after the starter strip you can install shingles. I have put a couple of videos, YouTube videos, and you can just do it from there. Again, the sequence is from the bottom to the top. After you do the layers, after the layers, and you do this side first, right? And then you do another side, and then finally you install the shingles on the ridge. So this is called the ridge again. Okay, this is the ridge. I'll show you again. Yeah, so this is the ridge. So you do this side first, and then the other side, and then after that you do the ridge. So we put some nails on it, and that's the end of the project. So after I finish everything and really feel fulfilled and satisfied a lot, and the next day there was a big snow, not really big, but a light snow, I would say. So it covers the roof. It stands still there quietly. It's new shed, really good. I really like it. Every time I pass by it, I just feel very satisfied of my creation here. Okay, so this is a shingle. This is something I finished in 2021, and then 2022 I basically made some improvement on the interiors. So here they install some boards. The boards means here you can see that because you have some nails that you use to do the vinyl siding, so it all stick out. So it wasn't a good idea that if you put, for example, the garden soils and you lean against the wall, right? And then the nail just appears through. so that's not a good idea. That's why I put some board here, covered it, so you can put your basket, no plastic bag of the soil here without peeling it, okay, without breaking it, right? So the boards, this side, and boards, and after that, it's a good idea to install some shelves, right? So you can put your little tools there, your gloves, and so that's also good, just to better use the space here. And then I have some extra chairs here. I put a board, find somewhere, and then it become a working bench. Okay, so that's a working bench. It's also quite good. You can quietly building something, small tools and little assemblies here in this working bench. And after that's you can also put some board here, just screw it in, and put some branch cutters and everything. So that's conclude our video, including the exteriors and the interiors. So I really hope you like this video. If you can subscribe to my channel, and you can like my video, and you can share it with others. And in the description, I will mark down the overall resources, including multiple YouTube videos, articles, and also the links that you can buy from Amazon. One is the shed installation kit. Another one is the vent. Okay, so I really hope you enjoy this video. Thank you very much. Bye.